My morning routine used to suck. I would wake up late, sit in bed on my phone. I would generally dread getting out of bed and starting my day. I would not be in a particularly good headspace. And about a year ago, I decided that enough was enough. I needed to build better habits. I needed to create a routine that would allow me to feel happier and be more productive all in one. I've tried quite a few things, and today we're going to talk about the ones that have stuck, the ones that have been a little bit difficult for me to implement, what my daily routine is now, and what I have learned along the way. First things first, we will jump into morning habit number 1. The first thing I do every day is yoga. It's a good way to just get your body moving right off the bat. Much like everybody else in the world, I just YouTube yoga with Adrian video. And I just use that as a way to warm myself up, get myself stretched out a little bit and ready for the day. For me personally, I feel like yoga has been a great complement to my workout routine because I feel like I get less injuries, I feel less sore after workouts. I'm generally more limber and flexible than I was before I did yoga. That was the final yoga pose, which is actually a very good segue into morning habit / routine number 2, which is meditation. Until you start meditating, you don't really realize how insane your own mind can be at times. I have practiced meditation just about daily for the better part of the last year. Before that, I had never even tried meditating. It really helps you disconnect from your emotions and everything being so in your head. Starting the day with meditation and yoga really helps, for me at least, to reduce that kind of initial pulse of anxiety you can get when you wake up and kind of anchor yourself in the moment of the morning rather than this digital stream of information right when you wake up. Alright, so that is meditation done with. Good practice, especially following the yoga, just kind of helps get my mind set up in a good spot for the day. The next part of the routine is by far the least enjoyable. I generally take a maybe 2-minute cold shower in the morning. It really just gets your energy flowing. I never want to do it, I always kind of hate it, but I've done it just about every time I've taken a shower for the last year. For me, the power of taking cold showers has been to build that threshold of willpower, to say, you know what, I'm in charge here, and push through that mental resistance that says, no, don't do it. The point is to learn how to overcome mental resistance, because even now, there's an internal voice that's saying, why do you have to do this? Just don't make the video, it's not that big a deal. And what you have to say to that video is, cold water. Okay. I look at it like this, right? No matter how scary it might feel or how uncomfortable it might feel, you know realistically it's not that big of a deal. So you have to ask yourself, what other areas of your life is your mind kicking up that same kind of resistance? Never super enjoyable. There could be tons of things that you just need to push through a slightly uncomfortable boundary in your mind to get to that would dramatically improve your life. But your mind goes, no, we shut those down. There's also a somewhat obvious jolt of alertness and energy that comes from taking a cold shower. You get out and you just feel like, all right, I'm ready for this. Like, let's go, world. Come at me. I dropped the soap. You're never supposed to do that. But the number one reason that I would recommend it is that building of willpower to push through the mental boundary that says no to discomfort. Cold shower done. Oh, I'm warming back up just a little bit now. It is time to go do a workout. I generally do every other day. A full body workout takes about an hour and a half. We all know that physical exercise comes with a tremendous amount of benefits both to physical and mental health. I've been working out 3 or 4 times a week for the last 2.5 years now, and I can say I have seen tremendous improvements both in my physicality but also my confidence. Regular physical exercise has helped me reduce anxiety, feel calm and kind of centered in my own self, and we all know it's just kind of generally good for you, right? Alright, workout done, so that is just about the end of the morning routine. We'll check back in later for the night part. Writing is one of the most helpful habits that I have picked up over the course of this year. I found it to be very helpful to kind of keep my thoughts organized. Journaling is a good way for me to kind of keep mental track of what I want to do, things I have going on, projects, kind of keep all that organized. Putting your ideas down on paper, I think, just really helps you keep things kind of categorized. It's really easy to forget things if you don't actually write them down. I have January through April. This is April through August. August through November, and then we have November through whenever. So you figure that these are 160 pages each, which I think is what they are, then, you know, you're looking at on average about 1.5 pages per day. Another great part of writing things down is to just write down a bare bones plan for what you want to get done the next day, so that when you wake up in the morning you have a framework for what you need to get done that day. It's really hard to play catch up and plan your day as you're going through it, so if you kind of write everything down beforehand, it gives you a kind of blueprint which you can follow throughout the next day and execute all of your to-dos in a much more effective way. Last but not least, reading. I'm currently reading a book about reading, which is a strange concept, I know, but I figured if I'm reading so many books, I might as well read a book that teaches me how to read books faster. So hopefully this does that. I am a firm believer that if you feel stuck in life, you probably need to do something new, which means you probably need some new ideas. And one of the best and most accessible sources of new ideas and new information is reading books. There's a tremendous selection of books from all sorts of world leaders, successful people, business innovators, self-help gurus, that you can kind of read all these different slices of life and get all these ideas that these amazing people had directly delivered to your brain. I try and do half an hour at least of reading before bed, if not some other time during the day. Before bed's a good idea because you kind of marinate on those ideas as you sleep.
Building these 6 habits into a daily routine has not been an easy process, but it has been worth it. For me, all of the things I make part of my routine are designed to help me start the day with a clear mind and a healthy body. Yoga, meditation, cold showers, and physical exercise all come together to make sure I start the day off right. And reading and writing are my way of making sure I expose myself to new ideas and keep track of my own ideas, a way to make sure that I'm always learning and growing and keeping track of my thoughts. A routine is incredibly important, but I think it's also important to build a routine that works for you and focuses on the things that you think are valuable, not just copy-paste what somebody on the internet says will make your life better. Make your routine work for you.
If this video has made you kind of interested, like, hey, maybe I should start some new routines, start some new habits, but you're not 100% sure where to start, then I might suggest checking out this video right here where I recommend 6 books that I read this year that have changed my life. A lot of the habits I have learned and routines I have built this year have been due to the inspiration or direct guidance from the books in this video, so check that out next. I hope you learned something from them because I certainly did. Thanks for watching. See you soon.